Hello, my friends. So, if today's date, April the 30th, is your birth date, this is a reading for your year. It's a three-card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face in this year, and an action to take to keep yourself in balance for this year. So, your general energy card of the year is the Shapeshifter. And the Shapeshifter is that kind of elusive, wily, free-forming part of self um, that can be the trickster, that can be the innovator, that can be the sense of knowing what to do, and how to act and how to be in order for the highest good of all. It also can be a self serving essence where you just try to please everybody and lose your own sense of your core. So the shapeshifter has a lot of variations. It's about the masks you put on, the masks you use to affect change, and to what purpose are you affecting change is what you get to look at and what you get to see and what you get to have reflected back to you. You might come across tricksters this year. You might come across charlatans this year. You might come across people who want to fool you this year, and it's always uh, things to be aware of and things to be understanding of and things to look at in yourself to say, am I the shapeshifter in that way? Am I the fool in that way? Am I the uh, pleasing the crowd person but never pleasing myself way? Am I quietly working for the greater good of and the common good of all beings in my own shape-shifting way that does what is required in order to get things done to a higher and more sacred level? So the shapeshifter is lots of wonderful energies. It's any of these cards. It's to what use do you put them? To what end do you put them? Do you use things for the highest good of all beings, or do you use things to give to yourself? And that's not a negative place. It's a place that we all need to work through in ourselves because some part of us has to be selfish and boundaried and staying in form and holding shadow and recognizing shadow, but not. But we can't just be full of light. We blow up. We just burst into all kinds of sparkles that have no power to do something on this earth and to feel the intensity of this earth and to taste the sublimeness of this earth, whatever the right word is. So the shapeshifter is a necessary part of self. It teaches us how to be and get things done, but what we do them for is the question we must ask ourselves. So the challenge this year, April 30th, people, is the Daughter of Cups. And the Daughter of Cups is that serious student, that serious studier, that serious person who's devoted themselves to some kind of work, some kind of mental study, some kind of initiation and training and an academy or just a heavier focus on something you really think your mind and you want to do. And the challenge in this is to stay devoted to it. It comes up as a sense of wishy-washy, turning to the side. It comes up as a sense of not really knowing if this is really what I want to do, or maybe knowing it but not being able to commit to it, maybe not being able to push yourself toward it, get your fire together to move toward it. Maybe your emotions are taking you towards something else that tastes sweeter and doesn't feel as challenging or as toxic or as time consuming or whatever is the thing that's keeping you from it. But it's the challenge to commit to something that feels right in your head but other parts of your being might be calling you in other places. And how do you write them? How do you remember that this is something that calls you? Maybe this isn't something that calls you to a deeper understanding of it. Maybe something else is calling you to it. And maybe that's why the shapeshifter is here, because you need to shape your shift into something else that's more fitting to the appropriate moment. And maybe you need to work with somebody who's more fitting to the appropriate moment. And maybe they're going to come as a trickster to talk to you and show you what's really important to you. So being open this year, being open to possibilities, maybe not locking yourself in so much to a proscribed plan that holds you intact. Not giving up on it, though, either, because this is not a sense of giving up on something. It's about maintaining your balance, and maintaining your balance of your studies with your balance of your intuitions and your mysteries and your magic and the things that other things that might be calling to you, so you can make wise decisions that are based upon both your intuition and your analysis, your knowledge geared side, and your part that says, but I feel like I need to be doing this and I need to be doing that, and I feel like I'm called here, and my heart says to go there, and my compassion and my joy and my feelings say I need to be watching and taking part in this. So it's certainly a time for calling for balance. And what does that mean to you? So the action that you can take in this year is the turtle. And the turtle is, that sense of plodding along slowly, getting things done, being able to be on water and on land, dealing with one's emotions as well as dealing with one's physical realities, not getting stuck just in the brain, but being both in the brain, in the body, and in the emotions, in the water. It's also that sense of seeing a bigger picture. Turtle. This planet was called Turtle Island by many cultures, and it's the sense that most of it is water. 70% of it is water. 70% of us is water. We're full of emotions. We're full of our wants and our beingness, and we have to learn to swim and to float and to get on land when we need to dry off, and to go into the water when we need to have some more nourishment. We need to be with people when we need to be with people, and we need to be alone in our shell and in our protection when we need to be alone in our shell and in our protection and in our hibernation. And that all this takes time. We are humanity on the march, slow march as a turtle. And so we get to, if we can, understand that this is a human process that can't be cleared up just by you and this one cycle at this one time. And there's a certain trust and a certain surrender and a certain acceptance that says, I've just got to do my best, plod along through it, get things done, listening to my heart, listening to my soul, listening to my spirit, feeling my feet on the earth, trusting my place, trusting my divinity, and trusting that I have some part of some bigger picture of the humanitarian works of beingness that we're all on. So it's a big picture creature that's asking you. It's a creature that says you know that you have protections, and know you have value, and know that you have abilities, and be both in the water, meaning in relationships with things and peoples, try to keep them smooth. And if they're not smooth, go into your protective shell and do your meditations and do your protections and touch your own body's needs to feed it and comfort it and trust in a bigger picture. So the shapeshifter, looking at your masks, are your masks geared toward protecting and serving just you, or are they geared toward a bigger picture? Again, are you shape-shifting and putting on masks in the service to humanity, or just to something that's controlling you? And you get to look and see, what is really controlling you. And you can do that by not being so stuck in your head and following some analysis, some indoctrination, some rule of law that keeps you away from everything else, but you still have to be devoted and committed on a big level to what you're doing. So don't forget about your heart in the space of working for your mind. And that picture is a pretty wide and varied and wonderful picture for a great year, a challenging year, of course. What's what we get, but a great year for April the 30th. Blessed be.